Hey, First Baptist Cassville. My name's Rodney Rambo, and I'm the pastor of Rooted Church here in Joplin, Missouri. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for being such incredible partners in the work of planting Rooted here in Joplin. Not only have you been incredibly generous, but your prayers have been coveted, and I just want to thank you. I acknowledge it has taken multiple churches coming together to help to start this new one, and I'm thankful for those who would partner with us. But I have to admit, I take just special pride in not only knowing, but also sharing that such an incredible church from my hometown was the first church to partner with us in this endeavor. And so I just can't thank you enough. I'm a Wildcat for life, and we appreciate you a great deal. This Sunday, I'm going to continue a series I've been doing where I'm preaching through our values as a church. And so our identities are that of family, missionary, and disciple. But what we're talking about right now is, so what? If that's who we are, what does that mean about how we live? And one of the unique values we're going to be talking about this Sunday is our value of partnership. I'm going to be preaching from 1st and 2nd Corinthians, and what you see in the Corinthian letters and really in all the letters of Paul is that Paul was passionate first and foremost about the glory of Christ, but in a very specific way about the glory of the Lord revealed through the partnership of the local church. In the Corinthian letters, he is boasting to Corinth about the generosity of the churches in Macedonia, that these people who were poor, had little, were giving all that they had and were begging earnestly to take part in the work of this offering that he was collecting, this offering that he speaks about throughout all of his letters. He is so proud and just passionate about that work. The churches in Macedonia had come together, partnered together in order to give this offering to help the church in Jerusalem ultimately. And what we see in the midst of this is that the Lord is abundantly glorified when the churches partner together for the sake of the kingdom. In the book of Romans, Paul is talking about that Jerusalem offering, and he refers to it as the seal and the fruit of his entire ministry. I didn't fully understand that until we took part in church planting. And even in writing this sermon this week, I have thought of you and just what an encouragement it is to see the church set aside that which maybe is ultimately inward focused and to invest in the expansion of the kingdom. So thank you so much, not only for being generous and for your prayers, but for putting the gospel on display for the world to see. That in your generosity, we see the generosity of our Savior, who stepped out of heaven, moved into the neighborhood, came and ultimately laid down his life that we might have hope and salvation. So I just want to thank you. The work that we have been called to is heavy. Church planting is incredibly difficult, and church planting in the midst of a pandemic some days feels impossible. But the Lord has been gracious and continually faithful to add families and to add those who have been disconnected from the church. He continues to build his church here in this place, and there is no doubt that your faithfulness to his call to be a generous, outward-focused church has been a huge part of our story. And so I just want to thank you so much. I ask you to continue to pray and just to continue to be generous to your church. For individual members of First Baptist, the generosity you have shown to your gospel family, they have stewarded well and used to be generous for the expansion of the kingdom all throughout the world. And so I thank you, and it is a privilege and an honor to be partnered with you. Thank you.